Right, it's a Wednesday night. Sorry we're a little bit late. Bill was on the show before, if you might have seen Three Men and a Vape show. So he was on there. So we hung around a little bit longer for him to come on. Plus I'm on call out, so I was late getting back as well. So sorry it's a little bit rushed. Also, we'd just like to apologise. We did say we got a guest on, but unfortunately he can't make it today. So we're sort of just chewing the shit about mixing tonight because we had show planned around things and then suddenly we're stuck. So what we're going to do is just have a little bit of a chat about what we're doing next week, which is going, or if it depends. The week, it's either next week or the week after. It depends if our guest can make next week. If you can't make next week, we're going to be talking about alcohol vapes. If you can make next week, we'll be talking to him and that'll be moved on to the week after. But that's the plan of what we're going to be doing. So what we want from chat is point us what sort of recipes you're looking for, what sort of, alcohol-based drinks, sort of mixes you're looking for, and if you've found any good ones on the LR or anything like that, just let us know. So that was just a big apology. So welcome to Mix It with Benny and Friends. I have got some friends, and they are Graham Net Reality, Kentucky Bill, and Bobo from the Vapory. So, how you all been?
Sound busy.
Yeah, back in shop.
Shop opened again on Monday, and it's just been chocker. It's been absolutely crazy and so humbling. It's been amazing.
I bet it's been good to get people back in.
Yeah,
do you know?
Definitely. We've had to move around to the shop and that. Like, if any of you have ever been into our shop before, like when you first come in, there's like this little step that's about a metre squared. And we've moved all our cabinets around, so like that's the only area that you can come into.
Right.
Because that then like subconsciously encourages one person in, one person out, because there's only space for one person to come in.
Yeah.
But it's been brilliant. Like we've had a queue to come in a couple of times, and it's like seeing it, it's like, wow, that's nuts. It's absolutely crazy to see. Because like, even though in real life before lockdown, there's like, it's quiet. No one's been in for an hour and a half, and then 7 people come in at once. That's just like normal.
Oh, yo.
When that happens, it's nuts. But yeah, busy.
Good. And Graham?
Well, I'm still shielded, so... but everybody's back to work, so the phone started ringing again. So I've started waking up at night and ignoring the phone call during the day.
It's never good.
I'd check the phone call when I wake up and go, right, nobody's rung, put it down again, and then carry on watching YouTube.
Fair
that was
enough.
a little bit like when I switched up from my ex-missus, that.
And you might have noticed that little bro has jumped on Aiden, and that's because he's wanting to do a little bit of mixing. Not like that, Aiden. Jumping.
I didn't know we were live.
There we go. We've all come over. So yeah, we've asked him to come on. Mick, we're going to come on anyway. But obviously they've just been on Three Men and Vape show. So if you missed it, go check it out on the rerun. And Aiden's wanted to do a little bit of mixing for his dad. So I said, look, best way to come on, just come on the show. And, you can chat with all of us then instead of just having one opinion. So, Bill, you've been all right. Bit of a rush round for you, coming off of one show to another.
Yeah, thank God we're off that other show. That thing was a piece of shit, I'll tell you.
Join us next week for mixing.
Yeah, it's a mixing show next week, yeah.
Just come on to pinch two ideas.
Yeah, I've been out and about some. I've had a pretty busy week so far, and still got tomorrow. I'll be doing the G word, and so yeah, like I said, it's kind of full speed ahead here now. And we went to casino last night, and
very nice.
we stayed last night, and it was wild because you've got, like, let's say you got 4 machines sitting somewhere. They'd have the 2 in the center shut down with a big sign that says social distancing on them. This one open, and then you've got this huge space. The restaurant, they took all of the tables out of the middle and they got everybody just sitting around out on the outsides all over the place, and
Right.
you had to go up, pull your mask down, and hold your ID up so they could take a picture of you to let you know that you were there, you know. And so I guess if they have like any kind of an outbreak, they know who was there and who to contact. So it was rather. I donated, you know. So
Yeah, that's all right then. So what we all vaping on? We'll start with Bobo.
I have got my one of my Magnums, one of the many Magnums that's in our possession, the golden, red and green one. Beautiful little fella. I've got the Carlin 2 shaft on top of that. And I've got a little bit of jam and blueberry jam tart.
Nice,
Also got the Aegis Boost. The coils on this thing are absolutely amazing. The first coil, I took it out and it had like 2,400 and something pulls on it. Absolute beast. And I've got the second one in now. Not liking it as much, but I've got a bit of nasty ASAP vape in there. And I've also got the Made with Brune Hill sat on top. And I have got some Just Jam blueberry scones, not blueberry, raspberry scones. That's the one. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Half of my gear still in the shop. I'm not used to like moving it all back and forward again. What about Graham? What do you want today, lad?
Just on me, that thing again. I can never remember what it's called. The T8
Oh yeah,
with the Heisenberg in and the T82 with Custard in, and I've just on the speeder with the Barrage with recipe I've just released, and I'm quite happy with it now, which is the apple pie and custard, which
Very
is
nice.
the evolution of the one we did for Bill, which I dropped the pie, the bit of the pie, and changed it for croissant so it gets a fried taste,
right.
and added legendary custard.
Yeah, you
Which
said you were
is
going to get
ambrosia
last week,
cream.
didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, love it. Really
Better
love it.
than TFA's new one.
No,
yeah,
no.
no.
It's a different custard.
Right.
It needs a little bit to it. It's a bit thin.
Right.
But it,
Butterberry, right?
yeah, legendary.
Yeah.
It doesn't need steeping either.
Mhm.
And so I put it on the back of the hand, licked it, and then put it on the back of hand, licked it, and then put it on the back. Then put it in. Some
But wait, now you said it don't need steeping, but you said in your comments that it needed 2 weeks.
yeah, that's what all the other stuff. It's the croissant takes about 1.5
Okay.
weeks to get a crispy thing at the end. And I
Yeah.
put 2 weeks to 2.5 weeks on everything.
Oh,
I thought
Yeah.
custards always took a lot longer than fruits.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You do. But this
The new
custard, for
custards
some
that they brought
reason,
out are a little bit quicker though. TFA custard 2, that's virtually good to go after a couple of days. That Molenbeek legendary custard, like I say, that's near enough good to go a couple of days. So they're a little bit different from the old Capella one that everybody used to use, the V1, where it used to take about 12 weeks for it to get in. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there is a thing that. So, Mick, what you want?
Just the Keen with the copper Asgard, with some fruit punch in that. One single flavour. It's not a one shot, single flavour. And I've got the Purge with some drumstick. That is very nice. That's one of those one shots from Dripax.
Right.
That's lovely. That really is nice. Tastes like the traditional sweet that we all used to remember. You know them lollies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lolly. It's very, very nice. If you're into them, it's beautiful.
Right.
And in that, I should mention, got some proper coils.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to drop your both of your codes in like you've done before? You can put them all in. I ain't got a code like, but if you put your
And
codes
you go
in
on.
if you want.
yeah.
Late night vape show 10% off. Proper
Little
coils.
Brove 10, Flat Cap 10, Pud Puff 10, everybody 10.
Yeah.
Any
apart
note
from
10.
Denny.
Yeah. Aidan, what are you on, brother?
I'm on the Hadron, big chunky mod that, with the new Ragnar on top. In
What's that
I've
like,
got-
Ragnar?
It's all right. I quite like it. Very smooth airflow. Nice, a bit of a chunky monster. The whole mod's just chunky. And then obviously you've got at the back, if you look there, that's where the
Swanky part goes on.
So you've got a swanker on the back. I haven't used that yet. But yeah, one hell of a chunky mod. And in that, I've got some Own Boy, the new range that they've got out, which is the watermelon rhubarb. Really, really nice. I've got the VX, which you've just released your review for this, haven't you?
Yeah.
The VX from Orgs Vape with the intake tank on top. We've got the Just Vape It. This is the Blue Mamba. That's a Heisenberg, which is really, really nice. We've then got the Ladon with the Ladon tank on it. The Leak It Ladon. And in that, I've actually got some strawberry. It's strawberry bubble gum. It tastes a little bit like bazoo gum.
All right, yeah.
How sweet's that stuff? From all the pictures of it, it looks like it's just pure sugar. What's it like to vape?
Well, that's the call. It's been in there for probably about 2. If I'll zoom in so you can see it's probably been in there maybe 2 to 3 weeks. This
Really?
Yeah, this in this coil. So if I zoom that in, so you'll be able to see this. That's not bad, is it?
No.
Fair play.
So that, like I said, it was the first thing that I put into the tank. I did a review on it as well with that. Then they've just come out now with some nasty salts.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
with Nick salts, which is the green apple. And I've got that in the new Vladin pod, the, what's it called? The Vengeance or something like that. It begins with a V anyway. And I'm on that review after that. You check it out on my channel.
Ah, there you go.
Over to Bill.
Let's see. I'm on the Clutch with the Blitzen. And then this, I have some strawberry lemonade. I am on the Luxottics NC with the Guillotine V2 on it. And in that, I have butter pecan ice cream, but I'm still doing from when we did the one shot last weekend. I really like that shit. That worked out really good. And I am also on the Kennedy Vindicator with the Creed on it. And in that, I have the original apple pie that I made a bunch of also. And one more note on when we were talking about the custards and the TFA 2.
Yeah.
I did my first strawberry custard with the Inawera. And then I made another batch, and this I did with the TFA V2. And I have to say, I'm a little on the outside of most everybody. I like the Inawera better than I like the TFA V2. Yeah.
Just get that thicker taste to it.
It's got it's got more of a spice taste to it or something. It's got a a little more rambunctious to me. And the V2, I guess, maybe just seems too bland. Is that? Yeah.
I find Inawera has like little bakery taste in it.
Yeah.
Like cinnamony almost.
Yeah, it is. It's more like a traditional sort of custard, isn't it? Like an homemade sort of custard.
Over the top.
Yeah, and I think I like that hit better. You get more of a, you can kind of feel it going. With this one, it's smooth, but it's just not, I sometimes don't know. It doesn't seem like it gives you as much of a thrill. And I'll throw it over to you, Benny.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm on the VX217 with the, what is it, Mikey Motherfucking Vapes intake. Tank on top with some of the Colonel Black that I did last week.
Oh, you've hammered that, haven't you?
Oh,
it's definitely black.
It's really. Do you know, right? I've over flavoured it because I did 16.5, but I think for me dropping it down to like 15.5 would be perfect. But people might like that. It is very much like Zeus juice.
What's the flavour in it?
It's the black. Same as Zeus juice. So it's menthol, grape, black, aniseed.
Black.
All right, yeah.
And then a load of food colouring.
It is half black.
Then I'm also on the sword with the Aspire GT, Nautilus GT on top with some Macca's RY4 in that.
Oh,
that GT is really good.
It looks nice, that.
The Nautilus GT is supposed to be really good.
It is. Do you know, right? It's really, really nice. I didn't like the coils before when I've used it on Mulus, but in this, I have no problems with him. The Nautilus coil in it. It's all right. And it seemed to last a long time as well. So, and that's me because obviously I was rushing around to go, and I've got this as well, my bit of bling. which is that.
The
You
bling.
really like that, didn't you?
Do you know,
Hey,
right?
do they?
If they got rid of the diamonds, Aidan, honestly, for a pod,
Why?
it's
Why would you want to get rid of it?
strong in on it.
Now, do you know if the pods fit the box? They've got the J box.
The J box, yeah. Do they look like that?
I'm not quite sure because when I actually got this and it came with no, I can't remember where I got it from. It came with no actual pods and I'm supposed to buy them, but they actually look like they
It
should
looks
fit.
quite similar.
Yeah, they might do.
If you look at the size, it looks pretty similar, doesn't it? Can you see that little notch as well, Bobo? It looks like that notch should fit in it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can send you one down if you want. You can have can send you, because I can cut one off
Hand
and
it to 'em.
post it to you. Some,
Yeah, stick some of your custard in it as well.
yeah, yeah.
Just a
I got
gallon.
some. But yeah, so I'm on that. But the pod's really nice. Coils last forever. It's just a shame that you only did it with 41 diamonds. I ain't counted them, so I'm not 100% sure if it's 41.
Are they actually real diamonds as well?
No, the Diamantes. The Diamantes, darling.
But the
Some
thing
sort
about
you
it's
get around the cat's
41.
neck, you know, with the collar.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all phone cases in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Does it feel a bit off? Wouldn't there be 21 down one side and 20 down the other? How do you get 41 if you got two sides?
Well, I'm guessing there's 10, 10, 10, 10, and one in the
Fireball.
middle.
Is that the fire button? Or is it
No,
Oh,
it's,
the middle,
it's just
okay.
a light.
auto draw?
So I'll draw. But it hits straight away.
Can you imagine turning up to Ariel's Working Men's Club with that? So there, just
I
pull
guess-
this down on the table.
Walking with that.
They want to fight you.
Of course I would. For the Diamontes.
Exactly. Look at me. Better
He'll
bling.
come back and they've all picked them out thinking the diamonds.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be gone.
Not
Won't
the
be
greatest
Pinks to
in
be trying to
league.
sell it.
They're trying to get rid of them.
Yeah. Right, we'll jump down chat right quick. We've got Gareth Barker, yeah, mate. Pud Puffs, Flat Cap, Craig Brown, Paul Anderson, Leviathan Vapor, Chris Earl, welcome. Well, like I say, we haven't seen you around for a bit. Simon Scott, Vape Mill,
hope he's all
welcome,
right.
buddy.
Yeah.
Louis Fishing Trips, Mark H, Fee, Bobo, Net Reality, I don't know these guys. Stuart AM, welcome. Dion78, Kentucky Bill, still don't know him. Mark H, Steve Bug, or Stephen Bug, Vape Heads, welcome. Jenny Sins, we've got Blazing Saddles, Blazing Vape 75, you alright, buddy? Teddy, Sheboygan Smooth Transition, Mods and Pobs, get him, you alright, buddy? We've got an apology from TNOTPR Vaping. He does apologise, he's been working, so he did say that to us.
What he did.
We have got a question from Paul Anderson. Any ideas for a good banana custard? I've been trying to get one right for months. Banana, Graham? Do we know?
Well, I've just discovered a new banana. Banana candy milk.
All right, yeah.
Supreme. So I've added. What did he want? Banana
Banana custard.
custard. I would stick that. It's quite sweet though. I got a just custard. Yeah, that just custard. I've got up. Which is I'll put it. I'll just go get it. Stick some either banana flambe if you want the cooked banana in it, or banana puree.
Yeah.
In it. I don't
Wonder
know what
flavors. You're talking about
Oh,
Wonder
for,
flavors, puree.
Yeah, Wonder Flavors
Yeah.
banana puree.
Yeah.
Or banana cream by TPA.
All right, yeah.
Like, you know, if you've got that in.
Might go well with a custard, the cream one. We've got also Jay Jarry. Hey up, buddy. Call UK. Welcome, mate. And Kieran, ABC, Black County Vapor. Welcome, buddy. I think that's about on Vaping Mank. Welcome. If I missed anybody, Juicy Brothers, they're in as well, which is Mank's mate.
Thanks, anyway. Yep.
So right, we've done that. So we've got all the custards. We'll go on with Aidan. Right, what are you wanting to know, buddy?
Right, I'll tell you what I want to know. Now, my dad, when my mum passed away, he started vaping. Like, near enough straight away. Never been back on the ciggies at all. And what he basically did was he found a couple of flavors that he liked, and he ended up mixing them. Now I think he started off with a US Red, and then they couldn't get it. Now what he ended up doing was he ended up getting, which I've got the concentrate for, which is from Hang Seng, isn't it?
Hang Seng, yeah.
Which is the Golden Tree, which I've got that. And then he has an energy drink in there, which is like a energy cow that he normally has. Which the one that I picked up was the I can't remember where this one's from. It was you'll probably might know the bottle.
I'll flavour that, is it?
It might have been, I'm not quite sure, but it's the energy drink concentrate. And obviously I've got the nicotine, I've got the PG, VG, everything like that. Now he roughly wants it around about 20, 24 milligrams. Now when he mixed, what he'd been doing was he was buying 10 mils of the, sorry, not 10 mils, 10 bottles of the Golden Tree and 20 bottles of the Energy Cow. So when he mixed it up, he used to put 3 bottles of 10 mil bottles of the Golden Tree, and then the other one with the Energy Cow. So he put 7 bottles into that, so to make 100 mils of it, and that's how he made his juice up. Both of them was they were either 70-30 or they were 50-50. And then obviously the nicotine that he had, both of them was either 18 milligram or they were 20 milligram. So what I'm wanting to know is I wanted to have roughly 3 different mixes on that. You know, I bought the bottle, so I want to give him a different try on 3 different sort of strains on it. I wonder if you could help me out with
that. What you'll have to do is just probably try one. You probably, if you're doing that, because it looks like it's like 3 and 7 in it. That's what you're doing. So you're doing 7 of the tobacco and 3 of the.
That's his actual one that he's got in the juice. That's how it's sort of,
so
you'll not know from the look of it, but
it was 3 of the tobacco.
3 of the tobacco and 7 10 ml bottles of the Energy Cow.
Right. So obviously, if you've got the concentrate of that tobacco and similar energy drink, what you need to do is work out what the concentrate. Does it say on the bottle that he's got what it is 70-30 or out like that?
It doesn't say anything on this one on the Flavour Apprentice. This is
all right. Yeah, TFA. Yeah.
No, it doesn't say anything on that one.
No, on his original.
On the original, they went between. He had like either 50-50 or 70-30. Just either
What's
way.
He using?
Put him.
What's he using?
He uses it in the original Nautilus.
Right. So it might be a 50-50 then, mightn't it?
It'd probably be better at 50-50.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah. So what I'd probably do with using concentrate on that then is the one that you've got tobacco. I'd probably start off quite, do a mix with, because you're putting 3 of them in it, so it probably sounds like because obviously he's a 10 mil. He's just using the same. It's only 3 times as much e-liquid in it. Do you know what I mean? It's still going to taste. I would have thought it'll still taste the same, putting the 3 bottles in. So I'd probably mix that probably around and about. Do a variety of them. Start from about 3 on the tobacco. 3 mil.
So you go 3 mil on the tobacco.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got 7 on the Energy Cow. So maybe go about 5 on that. So you've got a 5-3 sort of rate, and then work your way. Do a couple of bottles till you hit that sweet spot where you. That's what I'd start off at, and then sort of go a little bit more, just to see where the concentrate. You could try it yourself by doing like we tell everybody, do the 10 mil testers.
Well, what I did was obviously these are 30 mil bottles, but I'm not going to put that much in it. I bought the bottles, and I thought I could probably do say 20 mil or 10 mil, whatever.
Yeah.
And then number them and write the recipe down.
Yes.
The other bit that I need to know as well is how much of the nick I'm putting in.
Is it 72?
It's a 72, and that's VG. That is
right.
Yeah, that's VG. And then obviously I've got my VG and PG to put into it. So
right. So what you want to do is you can either use steam engine as a calculator. So if you go on a steam engine vape, you can go on there and do a calculator and go into where it says DIY liquid. Go on there and it gives you a calculator. So you can put 60 mil at the top. And then work your way down, add the concentrate, and it'll give you what you need to be mixing it up as. Or you can go on ELR and set up an account on there, and that'll keep your recipes private. and you can play around with your recipes. If we said out to write them down, you can keep them on there.
See, I'm a little bit. See, when I've spoke to people who've mixed before. They're normally saying that your percentages of your concentrate should be roughly around between 12 and 15.
It depends what you're going. You're going to have to, because it depends where they're playing. They don't have to be 12 and 15. You can start off. Do you know what I mean? You can aim for 10%. 10 mil, or it can be 15, or it can be 20. You've got to find where your recipe is going to stand for that. For that 10 mil. So
I meant 12. Sorry, I meant percentage. They were saying that 12% between 12 and 10%.
It all depends on where your concentrates that you're putting in lie. Do you know what I mean? So yes, you might be aiming for 10%, but your concentrates might have 3 different concentrates in that. Each one might be 3, 4, 2 to make it up to the 10%. Do you see what I mean?
So maybe do like as a concentrate side of it. Maybe do like you said a 3 and a 10, and then maybe do a 4. And whatever else the next bits to it. 8?
Well, like Jay Jarry just said, make it to 10% in one, in a 30ml bottle, each in 30ml bottles, and mix them together and see what you get then. That'd give you 20. That'd give you 20% if it was 20% mix. But you've got to try and see where you play, because you might not need as much as that. You might only need, that might be too strong on that concentrate mixture. So you'd have to play around by working it out to get to that. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'll do. I'll do the 5 bottles, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, just play around with them. You've got the concentrate, so play around where you need to be, because that energy drink might not be the right one.
I definitely know that one's the right one. I know that one's okay. That's the problem, is the sort of the energy drink. And I have looked on a couple of places, and they haven't got quite a lot of it. The energy cow was in that rainbow place that you've been talking about.
Oh yeah, rainbow vapes. Yeah,
it
was out of stock.
Right.
Dark Star's got one. They've got
Gareth's saying 13%. It is. You've just got to see where it's going to be, where it's going to lie. Do you know what I mean? Because it might need 15%, might need 20%, might only need 8%. It all depends on what your flavors going to be like.
That last one I mixed in, that stuff is only a single flavor, and that's only up at 5.75%, and it's a bit too strong.
Yeah.
Have you used the concentrate before, Aidan, to try them with anything?
I did a Tic Tac before obviously my juice come out from Juice Cabin, and it was a little bit too orangey. I put too much in. I did do a
one way is always good for new flavors. If you get them all 10ml bottles and mix each bottle with just a single flavor concentrate at 1%, 2%, and 3%, because then you can taste them and see what each flavor tastes like at what particular percent. You know what I mean? So you go.
The problem with that is it's not. Well, then again, I can go against what my dad's given me. That I could do that because he did. I wanted some of his, so I could try it. But obviously, it's his flavour sort of taste to it. So I think like what all you're saying is, I think I'll just go through, do the calculator, mix up in the bottles, number them, keep the recipe, and then just go from there. Because like you said, he might not even like that energy drink, so it might not even work in it. I know the other one's all right, but
mix the energy.
I think what he's paying out, he's paying out an absolute load. So the 20 bottles are costing him roughly about 50 quid, and then the 10 bottles are costing him £16. 60, I think it is where we found it.
I would mix that energy drink on its own though, and just get him to try that. If you mix that at sort of 3 or 4% or whatever, and then just get him to try that and say, what do you think to that? And if he says, oh yeah, I like the flavour of that, then you know you're on a winner for a start.
Yeah, you could win if you open an account on ELR and go in there. You could always, like Jay Daddy just said, check the flavour percentage, what people are mixing. You might find it on there that people are mixing it at. You need that to be 6% or 7%. And that'll, or they might say, well, it's really strong at 7. It might only need 5.
Yeah.
Don't do what I do. Put 12% mixed whipped cream in anything.
ELR usually, if anything, ELR will usually be a little high. It's hardly ever a little low whenever they suggest a percentage on it, though.
That's your fault, Bill. 95% WS23.
Yeah. Carrying the whole chat.
Just a thought.
So, just like I say, hit us up when you do it. I'll talk you through ELR and we'll go on there. It's not a problem. We can mix. If you tell me what it is, we can have a sort of. I'll probably see if I can get it in and I'll mix it up with you and we'll see. You know what I mean?
It's just this thing that has kept him off the stinkers. And I just think he's paying a hell of a lot of it And if I can get the right mix and he likes it, I can mix it up into a massive.
You can make it in a big batch for him.
A massive vat, and it'll last him. Obviously, with him only being on the Nautilus, he's not using.
Take him a litre bottle.
Yeah, you'll be able to probably do a few more litre for the year. He doesn't go off.
What concentrates do you have?
Say again, sorry.
To do this for your dad.
Say that again, sorry.
What concentrates do you have there to do this for your dad?
This is the Golden Tree from Hang Seng. And then the other one is the energy drink from Flavor Apprentice.
Right. ELR suggests 2% for the Golden Tree. And what was the other one?
Was the Flavor Apprentice energy drink.
Energy drink, TFA. So 6% energy drink, that's what ELR suggesting. 2% Golden Tree and 6% energy drink.
So that would take you up to that 10%, wouldn't it?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah.
So then what do I put in for the nicotine and PG and VG?
Right, so what's your nicotine? You're using 100% VG?
Yeah, I think that's
wear gloves as well if you hadn't used 72 before.
Yeah, I think he said it was VG earlier. 78.
It's VG.
Yeah.
Right.
78 VG, and he's trying to hit 24.
20. Well, if you aim for 20, then that'll be like what he's having now. So 20.
Is he having 20? Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 20. He started off on 30 odd.
Oh, Tolmac's mixed up from Juice Cowan. How have you got on? What did you get, Tolmac?
Yep.
Right. So
I've got the energy drink here.
All right, you're going to give that a flavour test, see what you reckon then, Graham, if you've got it there.
Right, so it's saying to use 0.6 grams in a 10ml bottle, 0.6 grams, so 6% nicotine.
Are you doing it in a? What are you going to do it in? If you do it in a 60ml, because you've got 30ml bottles there, haven't you?
Yeah, I thought I'd just probably do round about 20ml in each bottle. You know, just because with what I've got in concert, I'm not quite sure how much I'd get out of the. I've got 30ml of that one and a 30ml of that one, and I've got 50ml of Nick.
Yeah, ELR will just pop all that. Once you tell ELR what you want, it'll pop all that right in for you and tell you, just like that.
Everybody says it's really easy, and it is. But when you first start, it looks really daunting. But the next time you do it,
it's piece there. Yeah, like Gareth says, gloves. Make sure you wear gloves, Aidan. Yeah. You'll get if you get it on your finger.
This recipe, Aidan, I'll send it over to you on Facebook now.
Thank you, brother.
Have you got some scales? You got some scales?
Yeah, no, I'm doing it by mils. Just to start.
All right, yeah, it tells you on there.
Milliliters on this as well.
Yeah,
come on.
Make sure you've got your gloves on, because you get 72 on your hand, it don't have to give you a buzz.
Yeah, really? I have used it. Obviously, I bought some of this to stick in just like the normal 50ml stuff.
If you wipe that white powder off your scales, you can go ahead and use those.
Yeah.
It's all right. All the flowers have sucked it up.
Just get your drug dealer one like I've got.
I've got one just the same. Brilliant. What were they, about a tenner or something?
About a tenner, yeah. About a tenner.
Are them scales that you put 2 pences on no good, or?
No, not really, mate.
I'll have an 8.
Take you a lot longer.
Yeah. Also, Tom, I've got some Best Custard, Macca's RY4 and some Professor's Punch. RY4 is a banger. I tell you what happens with RY4 though, more you leave it, the darker it gets. It literally goes really, really. How's yours, Mick? Because you mixed.
Still golden.
You see how mine started to go?
Yeah. Let's send this though. It was mixed up before it comes.
Yeah. Well, if you leave it, it'll start going like that. And then it goes darker than that.
Thanks, bro.
Have you seen my review?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
And now, Aiden, do you want to know how to mix vomit?
Yeah, if you've not.
What tobacco was it?
That was fun with
it was Hang Seng's Golden Tree.
Golden Treat.
If you want to know how to make your kids sick, watch Aiden's video.
Yeah. click over, watch Aiden's video, give him a subscribe so it gets up to 100 so he can,
Can't you post the
Please,
thumbnail?
The
Do you get
LBV, Urban LBV, please go and go over there. And we want to get up to 100 subscribers so we can actually make a thumbnail.
yeah.
Nice. I'll go and drop you the shot. In fact, I did a while ago, I think.
Which one's that for, Aidan?
The
Urban LBV.
my Urban LBV channel.
Oh, your
It's
urban
gonna-
one. Yeah, go over and give him a sub to type it in.
Yeah, he's up to
Aidan.
like 60 some. We should be able to get him real close to 100, if not hit it.
Yeah. Everybody subscribe.
Thank you.
Aidan, type something in. I'll make you. If you're not a spanner, I'll give you one. You can drop your own link in.
Yeah,
Type in the word vomit, and then that way he can,
We get your boy going to spanner the other night.
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah,
Dangerous.
Terry.
So
Terry's
watch
got
out.
one, so beware.
Watch out if you're a spanner on any other channel and you're throwing him out.
Yeah.
There you go,
watch
mate.
out,
Type
watch
your-
out
put
when
your
you're
link
coming
in.
out.
Just drop your link in there for it. Yeah, Tolly Road. You'll have been at Tolly Road's club, won't you, Aidan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't take your tick scale. Police will be in there taking it off quicker than the last will.
Yeah, Terry started booting people out because they weren't typing in caps.
It was actually really good fun, wasn't it? Because he started putting things in saying, why no thumbs up?
Jenny says she'll send you some scales, Aidan.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, mate, scales is so easier than using syringes. So much easier. You just basically
Grand.
drop it in and you're off. Once you get
Tear
your mix
off
right, you'll throw it together.
Tear off
Grim's
each
looking
time.
like a ghost.
Yeah, I
where
was
he's
saying that. It looks a
vaping
bit,
and
yeah.
yeah, where he's vaping and then that's coming up with that green screen. He's looking like a ghost. He's got
You're
that
looking a bit
ghost.
peaky.
How are you finding it, Mick, then, mixing now?
I enjoy it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've had to be honest, I've had to stop because I've got gallons of the stuff, so I'm just holding off while I get through it. But I actually vape my own stuff a lot more than what I do, the shop board stuff that I've got.
Mhm.
I love it. I really do love it. And
You
Are you
were
doing
just-
single
apprehensive.
flavours or are you
Yeah.
buying?
I'm just doing single flavors because at the minute, obviously, we've had lockdown for all this time, and
All right,
you know,
if you have a look for Jay Jaddy on the ALI, just put in his dropped a recipe for you, Aidan.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
oh bless him.
Yeah, Mick was apprehensive about it to start with.
was, yeah,
Also,
yeah.
now that he's gotten into it, we can't turn the switch off. It's kind of like,
Yeah, exactly.
Mixing it in
Saves
200
on
mils.
clean as well. I'll tell you something else, right? Since we've started this show, we've obviously got Mick doing it. What is it's done out of concentrate
CJ.
as Sugar Lips CJ and
Sugar lips.
Sugar Lips. He hates that. He hates being called Sugar
Does
Lips.
he hate it?
Yeah, he hates it. I call him all the time. Now Ian above the clouds has got some one shots and a mixing kit.
Good.
So people are starting to get there, and it
Smart
is
gauge.
like I say, if you got this black from Kernow, there's 3 bottles in that. If you mix it at 16.5%, that's $6.99 for that 30ml.
Yeah.
Even stuff like that as well. That's Dobro's Lemon Donut. Same again, 3 bottles in there, 60ml bottles. I think I paid a £5 for it.
Yeah.
I've got Just Jam one here as well. On my bottom drawer. Which
Well, I've done that at 8,
on.
and you can taste it quite well. So 6 to 8. Jay Jerry's probably more spot on than I am with
Right,
that
is it
one.
what's he put at 6 and 8, has he?
He's put 6 and then 2.
Right, so so 6 and 2 then. So that makes it 8, like we were saying, 6 and 2.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
that's what happens when you first start, though. Somebody will say to you, you probably need to be a bit higher on that. So you mix it and you think, oh, this is crap.
Yeah.
Mixing in for me, I'll go back to the shop board stuff. But that's the problem with a lot of things in vaping, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's what it is. A lot of shop bought stuff will be just over sweetened because they haven't got the mix right.
Mm.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
See, Vaping Manx started doing his own juice as well. You see, people are starting to get into it now. It's a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
This is obviously for me. Sorry about that.
If anybody's got a strawberry, because I bought this cheap off on Vape Club sale, and I've bought loads and loads of bottles, and I'm coming to an end, and I love this stuff. Absolutely love it. I vape it all the time. So if anybody's got a recipe for that, it's strawberry honeysuckle.
Well, you can get honeysuckle because there's only one honeysuckle, so I know that for definite.
All right, so just a strawberry and honeysuckle then.
Strawberry,
If I'm totally honest with you,
strawberry ripe even.
this is a little bit more, like I said, for my dad. So myself, you know yourself, Benny, and people who are reviewing, you've got so many juices coming in and out, or people, even if they don't want them reviewing, they send them to see what you think of them. Yeah. So I don't really have time to vape anything else.
There you go, bro. Yeah, got him like put plus with my hand.
Some right shakes on there, isn't there?
Yeah. There's only 4 Parma Violets on the market.
Oh, I love me Parma Violets.
And that's another thing we're going to do a show of, and we'll get you back on, Aidan. We're going to do is after a perfect, what is it? Spearmint?
Spearmint.
He just wants a spearmint. It tastes a little bit bubbly. I've got loads. I bought some just to do a recipe for him. So we can send it off and get him to try a different spearmint and see if he can get that perfect spearmint that he's chasing. We've also got a guy that's obviously Gareth Easalt a recipe to Flavor Boss, which is that one.
All right.
Really?
So that Gareth's.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Yeah, Gareth Barker, yeah.
He was Dorman, didn't he?
Oh, was he?
It was. Mm.
No, well, he did Strapple Reborn.
Oh, wicked.
That's his flavour.
He's 6'10", but didn't have any trouble getting his money.
Yeah.
I want pain now. When you want pain now,
just put it in my pocket.
Hey, Lethal, you all right, mate?
Yeah.
WS
Craig
23.
has become addicted.
Yeah.
Craig Brown's addicted to DIY now, and you can, basically, if you kind of taper yourself off of it some, you can get away from it a little bit, but you can never leave.
You get like down a rabbit hole that you can't get back out of.
Yeah.
When you first start, something like that, mix it at 15%. PG, a bit of Nick, and 15% of that stuff, and it just tastes exactly like the sweet.
Yeah.
Vaping
While
Manx
aiming my
says,
camera down to the desk.
Vaping Manx says, isn't it illegal to sell homemade juice? No, if you look at 50 mils, short fills, there's no nicotine in it. You can put whatever you want in them bottles.
Technically, you don't, but he's found it. You wouldn't want to do a bathroom juice, would you? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? They were there for years. People used to mix them up in their houses and everything and sell them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like a little moonshine.
DJLSB. The woman who lived in the same office when he went to the US, he called her out. You remember that?
Yeah.
What was that name of that? Adore.
Adore,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, bathtub juice.
Oh, that was when they went round. DJ LSV went round, didn't he? And showed they had that shower.
They had a shower, with a bucket.
Shower in the fucking paddling pool.
That was it, paddling pool. And they were mixing in the same room.
I can tell you, he gave up the table. He moved to a room. Your wife's going to make you do the same thing. So
yeah. So did everybody jump on while we're on? Did everybody jump on Rainbow Vapes Loran's sale for 30p?
No.
Oh man,
I didn't watch last week.
You missed out.
Well, we were busy last week. All right.
Well, the WAF 30 mil. The WAF 30p, except from lemonade, which cost me £1.49.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Cream cheese icing and the other banana cream are $1.49.
Yeah, I got
Three of
creme de
best
meth.
flavors.
Creme de meth.
Creme de meth.
Creme de meth. Makes you itch.
We're breaking that next week.
And now you know why he has those scales.
Exactly, yeah, I'm selling it. I'm going to sell it to everybody.
He'll be breaking out bad.
He's bought a camper. He's off to the desert.
Yeah. He looks like that type of bloke as well.
Yeah. So what did anybody else get some? Oh, he did. Stuart got 50. He must have got all range. Like I say, I just got the ones that I were fancied. I got some marshmallow. You know, I got some butter rum. Have you tasted that butter rum? Butter rum, it's really nice.
Yeah, I've just had a little smell of it there. That's beautiful. Focus.
Water rum.
Butter rum.
I got this as well. Where is it?
They mixed it yet?
No.
Not yet. I got
That'd be nice.
salted caramel butter. Oh my fucking god, that smells amazing.
Right.
It does. The only trouble is with it when you vape it, it stinks the place out, doesn't it? When you get caramel.
Yeah, I got some caramel.
Creme de menthe.
Creme de menthe.
That'd be a big seller in Liverpool, wouldn't it? That.
Big seller anywhere, would it?
I got some of that. Has anybody tried that?
Smack de mint.
Winter
green.
That'll be smack.
Fuck me, that's strong. It's like WS23 on steroids.
That one there. This is obviously a bought juice. I bet it ages. It's been stood in the bottle because it stinks the place out. She goes mad. It's a savoury caramel ice cream. It's really, really nice. But bloody hell, does it stink? It was Charlie Chalks
from Liverpool.
I got the best named one. Whorehound.
Whorehound. Oh, what does that smell of?
Well, I thought it was a mint. When I did the research on it, I thought it would be a mint, and I thought it would go good in
Thank
gin.
God he said mint, because that didn't sound like mint when he first said that.
It smells of jizz.
If you like root beer on its own, I did it on back and all.
I do like root beer, yeah.
Just like a root beer.
I tried a root beer vape and it was nasty. Yeah, so, no.
Well, I got it to try and do a root beer float. You know, a bit of ice cream in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And try and do that.
I think it was too much root and not enough beer. I don't know. It just didn't seem to.
Well, I don't know. We just have root beer that came over from your place. Is it supposed to have beer in it?
No. But it's I like root beer. I mean, as a matter of fact, I just drank a root beer, soda last night, and I like root beer. But vaping it, I got it. I had ordered something, and they threw in a bottle of any flavored juice you wanted. You just went in and picked it out, and I thought, well, hell, I'll get that root beer, and I clicked on the root beer and got it. It was a commercial juice, and man, I'm thinking, well, I'm glad it was free because I vaped it in a bin. Let's put it that way. You can't vape in a bin.
Do you see what Mods and Pods has put for you, Kieran? Eden. He's put in creme de cat. He's how he's giggling at creme de cat there.
Creme de cat, yeah.
So what percentage do I mix the bath salts at?
Round here we've got creme de shit coat.
So, what alcohols did we all get?
So I got a few because I was looking at what I wanted to make and what I quite like. So I got some. Aidan would probably like this. A bit of Captain Rum.
Nice.
Which is like a bit of a Captain Morgan's spice rum.
Captain Morgan.
That'd be nice, huh?
Who's that by?
I got some tequila.
That made you happy.
It makes me happy.
I also got some Loran's Pina Colada. You like Pina Colada?
That's supposed to be really good.
That'd be nice.
I got Loran's Brandy.
Oh, that'd be nice to know. Do you like it?
I've only knuckle tested it so far. I got another one that Aidan might like, which is Jamaican rum.
No wrong with it. Jamaican rum, especially if it's served by two beautiful women.
Exactly.
Out of coconuts.
Yeah. And I got that root beer. And if I show you what I got to go with it. Oh, no, I tell you what else I got as well. I'm lying. I also got JD whiskey.
Oh.
Jack
That's
Daniels.
Mullenberry.
It's Mullenberry, yeah. And I will tell you, if you sort of tell you what I got to go with it, I got cola. I got cola syrup.
That'd be nice.
I got some...
You'd be able to call it Benny's Jacked.
Yeah, Benny's Jack, yeah.
Yeah.
I got some cranberry
Oh, got some of that.
Yeah.
I also got some to go with the tequila, and if you see where I'm going with tequila, I got some, what do you call
Well,
that you put in a tequila sunrise with orange?
Grenadine.
Grenadine,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
You got
my
some
idea
lime.
was JD and Coke, rum and Coke, that sort of thing, and then obviously a tequila sunrise.
It
Orange.
makes me happy.
Yeah. So that's my idea of getting these flavours, was to play around with something like that. But that JD tastes really nice. So that's Captain's. What is it?
Captain Morgan's. I absolutely love it. The only trouble is once you start on it, you've got to finish the bottle.
Yeah.
Sounds like any drink.
Oh, there you go. Someone's put up now. Benny's Jack BJ. Can I put that up? So yeah.
Do you know any of it I've reviewed for Steam Crave? You know when you look at the bottom and it always says designed by BJ Shy.
Have you seen?
That's who makes it. He's made all the Steam Crave tanks and stuff. BJ
Aidan,
Shy.
Have you seen the thing with Drip Drop?
Yeah, they've obviously screwed him about, and they're doing now what 500 mils and
You can
down
get
to 40 quid.
if you want that Ragnar, you can get £40 for the Ragnar and 2 bottles, 100ml bottles of juice with Nick shots. It works out about £15 for that.
They've only got a select amount because they're not going to send them anymore, are they?
Well, not the discount, because they sold the kit. What were the last one that you brought? Aromizer V2 kit.
V2.
They sold it for about 32 quid.
Yeah, 36 something with the advanced kit.
That with the advanced kit, yeah. So someone else has complained because there was supposed to be a recommended retail price of whatever it is now.
60 odd it was.
Yeah. And they were selling it off at our price, so everybody kicked off, and obviously they've knocked their discount off now. So they've told them to go get fucked, basically.
Obviously, Bobo will know a little bit more about that. Obviously, with our prices, you've got to have this sort of thing where everybody's playing at the same like hymn sheet, but there should be a little bit of play in it. But
yeah, it's just like from my there's not that much like contact between shops and stuff like that. With like that, it's like an unwritten kind of rule. Like you don't undercut people, you don't sell over what it's worth as well. Do you know what I mean? There's like a middle kind of line with it. Most shops double the money on like hardware and triple the money on juices, to be fair.
So if they'd have worked it out properly, they could have sold the tank at the same price, but they could have took the discount off by sticking juice on it. By saying, look, we'll give you 500 ml of juice on top of it. Because obviously you're still selling the tank at the same price, but you're giving the juice for nothing. So it's your juice is at a loss leader, but you're making sure that you make money off the tank. You're still keeping it at the price.
Yeah, but they make more off the juice. Yeah. So
yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
so instead of knocking the tank down to £36 when it should have been 60 odd, and then pissing everybody off. If you want to do a little deal yourself and say, look, I'm going to add a set of juice to it.
Mm-hmm. I know Mickle like this in the golf industry. Ping and Titleist, both, whenever they give something to shops, to Dick's or sporting goods stores or wherever they're selling the things at, they go out and tell them, here's the price, here is your retail price, and you cannot sell this at any other price. Yeah. And it is in the agreement they make with each place that they take them to. And so whenever they start having sales, even when they're like, it's 10% off, you'll see a little footnote at the bottom. These 2 items are not included in this. And so they can't put them in a sale price. They can't put them in anything else. And it is for that same basic reason. You have because the mom and pop shop can't compete with, somewhere that's selling nationwide. And so what they do is they make it so that whenever you get their equipment, it would be the same thing with getting the mods. You have a price you can sell it at, and you cannot go lower.
Yeah.
It's like that at a lot of places with lots of goods. We used to have it. Well, obviously, I used to own 2 pubs, and we used to. You were tied down to your barrelage, but you wasn't tied to your bottles and your spirits. So that's where you put a load of your deals on.
Right. Yeah.
You need to have a loss leader.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies do that. A lot of big companies do that in vape stuff, don't they? They'll put it on for like peanuts just to get you in to buy it online.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, you're Flawless and all that lot, e-cig one and that lot will sell.
You always picked a product as well that wasn't overly liked, but you'd probably get in that group. You'd probably get somebody who quite liked it, so they'd drink that, and the rest would drink the rest of the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? SX Mini do that. They say you can't sell it for, if you sell it below their recommended price, they won't validate the warranty, will they?
You think
No,
so? No, there's a couple of companies that do stuff like that. Like, I'm not necessarily against it or nor for it, but I do think, like, for certain shops, like how cheap they sell things. Like, there's a shop in Liverpool, they've got like 4 or 5 shops, and they sell things are super duper cheap because they've got that many shops all over the city. And it's like, fair play to them. It's obviously good business tactics, but other shops, like, you can't compete. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You proper can't compete.
Mm-mm.
It was sort of like when the you know, like your Tesco's and your Asda's came around, and then we used to have like fruit and veg shops.
Yeah.
And you had like proper pharmacies. They were like family-run pharmacies. People where you took your photographs to get done and stuff like that. As soon as you had the big supermarkets come, it just killed the butcher. It killed your some fruit and veg shops, your photograph shops. So it killed your high street. And then when the internet came, and that people can order it one day and it's there the next day, the shops, it kills every shop.
Yeah, it does that in vaping here big time, because I mean, the internet, you're going out and buying juice or whatever else, and you're buying it out a whole lot less than someone at a brick and mortar. They can't. I mean, they've got overhead that they've got to pay that, you know, that's just not there.
But Bo's got business rates. He's got his water rates. He's going to pay for his electricity, his gas. That's before he puts any profit onto anything. Staff wages, a wage for himself, building anything. You know, like if you put them screens up, or if you want to update the shop, it's just
everything costs money. Like, and before that,
and that's going to go onto his, obviously, into the price.
Yeah, but as well, it's mad because, like, me and Graham have had loads of conversations where you'll send me something for sale or something like that. On some of these websites, like Vaping 101 and stuff like that, you can actually buy stuff on there that is cheaper than what I can buy it at my wholesale prices. And I'm just like, that's scratching me head going, how does that work? How does that work? Do you know
you remember those?
Got a special price.
Yeah, the PAL PAL Pen 2.
Yeah,
$5. And the set of coils for the iJoy Mercury, I think it is, for $3.49.
Yeah.
So, you know how they're working it though, don't you, Bobo? Because what they're doing is they're sat in their house like me, and they're drop shipping from China.
Yeah.
Of course.
So they're getting the cheap price from China. All right, it's going to take probably 7 days to turn up to your house, but they're costing them £10, whatever less.
Of course.
I see you, brother. Absolutely lucky bloke. He's just setting up his own channel.
I'm talking about that. He's just released one video, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just shown it. He's learning his bits and bobs. So I wish you well with that. I can't pronounce it. Was it Lithian?
Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Leviathan or Leviathan.
Leviathan, yeah.
Good luck.
That reminds. Can you remember back in 80s or early 90s when they had that? I think it was after Blossom. Viacom.
Yeah. Hey up, Matt. You all right, mate? So what did you get net off of his little haul? What did you get for
alcohol? What did you get alcohol-wise?
Me?
No, net.
No, net. And
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, miles away.
Smiley ghost.
You know, every time Graham seems to lean back on that thingy, he ends up turning into Spock because he looks like he's got 2 big fucking ears at side. So.
I got botanical gin.
Nice.
Because I hate gin, so I don't know why I got it.
Makes you cry.
But for a laugh, I thought I'd make gin and tea, so I got some Earl Grey as well.
Gin and tea?
See what would happen. So gin and actually real tea. I'll try that at one
Oh,
point.
mate, mix it up. Send me some of that, please.
Yeah.
Gin and Earl Grey.
No, just gin and cheese would be great.
Ginger ale to go with the gin, which I've already mixed them up. I had botanical gin, ginger ale, lime, and mint, which is a Ginger Rogers. So I've got some of that. And it's not I don't like gin, so don't like it. But so I don't know if it's any good. I got bourbon, Vape Trading's bourbon, which is supposed to be quite good. And
Not better if it's a chocolate one.
the idea
got the
of
wrong one.
sticking it in a tobacco. That's
that'd be nice.
kind of thing I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Got the butter rum,
Yeah.
but I've got one which I've had for ages, and I'll do on the show when we go to this absinthe.
Oh,
And the reason why I've got the absinthe is because of menthol, bubblegum, and there's another flavour as well. So create a Heisenberg base where you can just stick any fruit on top if you want to do that.
Oh, that made me sick, absent.
I've got the base virtually perfect. I just can't get the fruit.
100%, in it.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, like I was sat down there as a kid. I thought, obviously, I've always been a big drinker, so I was like, "Jack, I can do that easy. Just give it me, I'll be fine." Bang, straight down. All these little kind of things that brought me back from holiday. Bang, straight back out. Bang. That did not feel good. It did, yeah. You know, he sat there going, "Shit." 2 more one bonus. They were
That's
green
all
as
I've
well.
got.
It came back out green.
Yeah.
I got a light rum vape drain, which I plan on doing with a cola also, because rum and Coke. And I got imagine that, Kentucky bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be lovely. That'd be beautiful.
And basically, I'm thinking a few things on that. Actually, I'm thinking possibly something along with like a cake or a cakey kind of mix to get like a bourbon cake, or I don't know for sure. We do a thing here called bourbon balls, which is a chocolate peanut butter bourbon.
Salty balls. Chocolate salty balls.
Hey, everybody, have you seen my balls are big and salty and brown?
You ever seen the Saturday Night Live deal, the salty balls?
It was the South Park one. That
Chef, wasn't it? Chef from South Park.
Well, who was it? Randall Hayes? I can't think what they
Yeah,
called
it was here off the shaft.
Yeah, he died, didn't he? Bless him.
He did, yeah. He
Got
tried his own balls.
It was sweaty balls. That was what it is.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And
Bobo, you're still not getting on with your hair, mate. You keep it's like you're off.
doing me fucking head in. It's just digging into the front of my head. I get so fed up with my hair constantly. It's just like, oh.
There's no mixing Jesus.
There's an option.
So
when you took it all out of obviously the afro bit of it, not the afro, what's it called? The dreads. You're like all over. You got to think you'd not washed it probably for 2.5 years.
Yeah, not properly. It's just I just don't know what to do with it. I'm just so used to just having it tied up, not even using a bobble like my own hair to tie it up, and it's just like, what do we do with this?
Yeah.
Mate, I'd leave it as it is. I'd go out as a Jesus lookalike.
Yeah.
Because you do actually look like Jesus, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah. So are you going to turn water into wine, Bobo? What'd you get?
Yeah, I'm hanging around with him.
Yeah. You can take water and wine, yeah. Can you do a Jack Daniels as well?
I got flavour that gin, which smells exactly like fucking Gordon's. I can taste the hangover already. Also, TFA Kentucky bourbon. That smells real good. Real good.
It does. I have that one. Yeah.
What flavour West Mojito, which I haven't had the smell of yet. Oh, that smells like it could be single flavour. That's really nice. That maybe just a touch of lime just to boost it up. I got Blackberry Mojito by Flavor West,
Nice.
which smells really fucking nice as well. Butter rum. I think we all got butter rum.
Yeah, I
didn't
think
we?
well, yeah. With 30p.
I got light rum. I didn't get butter.
It was
rum, yeah.
30p.
I got pina colada.
No.
It's that pina colada.
I got tequila. I can
It made
again
me
take the
happy.
hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to do a lemon with the tequila and then maybe a little salt? Yeah.
Yeah, tip a bit of salt in.
No salt, but I might have to do a little bit of lemon. Kieran, I'm not doing that.
Suicide it. Suicide it.
Shirley Temple. I've had that for a while, actually. And what else did I got? I got I can't pronounce it, Kioki coffee, which I'm going to try and put with the bourbon. And like try and make a bit of a like Irish coffee kind of situation going on.
That'd be nice.
That'd be quite nice.
Opie from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, he's got that look.
Oh man, yeah, I've had that so much with it. I've got a beanie. There.
Yeah, I got some saltwater taffy to go with tequila as well.
Yeah, I got some of that.
Thought that might go. Yeah, a few people are just saying, because is it Michael Sherrington says 28 concentrates for 1581, can't beat it, thanks. I think must have gone to Rainbow Vapes. And Sheck saying he went to ELFC, which is in Wakefield, as far as I'm aware. And he got, for £22, he got 100 times 10 mil for 22 quid.
Brilliant.
And Michael says he needs another nail polish bottle stand to keep them in. And I'll
Yeah,
tell you
yeah,
what,
that- yeah,
it does work really well, because that's what that one is up there. And I've got a couple here on the wall and that's what were supposedly made for, but they're great for juice bottles.
It sounds like you lot have been to the pound shop. You know, when you go to the pound shop and you like pick stuff up and you go, oh, that's a pound, that's all right. And you put that in. Oh, that's a pound. You put that in and you come out with like fucking 40 quid's worth.
I was saying
Oh, a pound.
That's basically what happens when you go to Bull City Flavors. The next thing I know, I go in there to get a couple of things. I'm like, well, that's $1.49. That's $1.12. That's whatever else. And the next thing you know, yeah, you hit your checkout button and it's like, wow.
And then you look through, am I going to take anything off? No, I'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Bobo, you've got to do, apparently you've got to do, what is it? Got some worth it.
Oh,
I'm just about to start singing Body Form then. I don't know why it's wrong. For this song.
Yeah,
Oh, Body Form, Body Form.
Wrong end.
Song.
wrong end.
Song.
You ride a white horse with the wind blowing? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
no shirt.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, yeah, that's it, yeah.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty, naughty boy.
Yes.
He could do that as well.
What is it? Matt Cloud 9 is asking for a salted caramel concentrate that doesn't knock your corns
Yes. Yes, I can't remember what it is, but yes.
The Flavor West,
Yes, that one. It's fucking beautiful.
caramel salted. That one. Whoa, that one. Yeah, Flavor West.
And it doesn't knock your
Caramel.
calls.
I have no idea.
I've not had no issues with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't figure as long as you don't go with like a bunch of, super sweet in it or something, it shouldn't really. Most stuff that you get, if you mix without putting a lot of sweetener in, it's usually not hard on your coils. Most of the stuff that kills your coils is a sweetener.
Yeah.
Also noted, DIY on the DIY Die channel has just done a caramel episode.
Yeah, that was this week's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This smells amazing as well. This is one of the ones that I bought after last week's show. It's Toblerone, Soblerone salted caramel butter. It just smells like salted caramel milkshake. I'm dead excited to try that one.
Yeah, I thought it was in Wakefield, Gareth. It's just down on Thorn Road, isn't it? And he went to, he got it posted. He lives about 2.7 miles away. He got it posted to Huddersfield, then back to him. So yeah, that's another one if you haven't tried. They do concentrates. I got a few from there. I got them. I think I only paid like £3 for that. That 30ml General Juices.
Sound that.
Just give them a try before, so they do a few things.
Stuart's got a ELFC.
All right, yeah, ELFC 10p for 10ml Capilla bottles. Wow, I think I'm going to hit that today.
Yep.
I'll be going on there and buying some stuff for 10p.
It's popped your link in as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. Sure, it's just put on, yeah.
For like 80 quid. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just remember if you buy 100 balls, it's still a tenner.
Yeah, so everybody jump on that one. There's another, if you want some Capella flavourings, jump yourself on there.
And
Don't be pinching them all, though, you fuckers.
That's the trouble. Time you go off the show, there'll be no left.
As soon as we come
I'll be with you in a bit.
Well, Stuart's the one put it up, so he's probably already bought everything out that they had in the first damn place. So,
yeah. So Gareth mentioned it out that they got it from there for 100 for 22 quid.
I was sort of buying mine during the lockdown at that 3.5, 4 quid a bottle.
Yeah.
That's what you paid, isn't it?
And this is the thing. This is where it's worth looking around and watching shows like this for us for being UK centric, because America ones, they tell you to go to the same places as Bull City Flavors and all this lot, where we can't get them from there. So we have to look around at places like Dark Star, Chefs, obviously Rainbow Vapes, places like that. ALFC, places where we can get. If we can get a bargain, we'll tell you about it. Go out and buy them then, because you might as well get them while you can. For prices there, like the Lorans for 30p, kind of that. And you've got them there if you need to use it. You've always got to stock up of lemonades and things like that. So while they're cheap, just buy them.
It's not going to go off, is it?
No, well, they say it does, but it's not. It's a few years before it goes off.
I think that's more to do with the actual bottles disintegrating than the actual flavour itself.
Yes, it is. You're right there. Yeah.
Or if you buy stuff with nicotine in it, the nicotine apparently goes spicy after a couple of years. You start to get a bit of a flavour of that.
Yeah, starts doing that to juices.
Yeah, your all's local vape shops are open now also, and it's another thing as well. And
quality juice.
Go in and buy yourself one bottle of juice at least, just to kind of say, hey, thanks.
Lemon lush, you can't beat that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I did. I went to the vape shop yesterday and I bought some mouth to lung juice, some Riot Squad salts, just for the old cube kit. I spent 18 quid.
Yeah. And you don't have to spend much. Go in and pick up something, and just kind of give them a little support, because they're just now trying to get open and get back on, and give them a little help.
That's why I'm going in tomorrow to. I've had my glasses. It's the first time I've ever wore glasses, and it was probably about 8-9 months ago that I got my first pair. But they started giving me headaches, so I went to the doctor and saying, "Look, I'm getting headaches," and I phoned up Specsavers, and they said, "Just bear with it. It's going to be better." Went back to the actual opticians, which is over the road, who does my actual eyes. They apparently the prescription they've done is not the right one, so that's why I started getting headaches from the left eye wrong to the other one. I'm going in tomorrow to Doncaster to get that sorted. So I'm going to nip into the vape shop that I normally go to, just buy a couple of bottles of juice.
I was wondering how you were going to get around to going to a vape shop, talking about getting your glasses done. I thought, did you have your local vape shop do your glasses?
It's next door to it.
That's handy.
Yeah.
Well, it is if you got your proper fucking glasses. If not, I mean, chip it.
Yeah.
All right, Paul. Catch you later, brother.
Yeah. I had them do that to me. I had went one time and got glasses, and I put them on, and I'm like, man, I can't see. And they're like, oh, you got to give them some time. Your eyes will adjust. Like, I've been wearing glasses forever. So I got the car and tried to drive home, and I'm doing all this shit. So finally I go back, and I'm like, look, these glasses are just, everything is just like real blurry and whatever. So she takes them back. She comes back out, and she's like, yeah, there was a little wave up in the upper right-hand corner of the glass when they made them. And when they do that, it just goes through the entire prescription.
Right.
And they made me wear them damn things for almost 2 weeks before they'd finally listen to me that they weren't working.
You're walking into stuff.
Yeah.
The best thing about it, when I had to actually book the actual appointment, she went to me, make sure you come on your own. I went, wow, what are you going to do to me?
Well, the bad
she didn't
thing
know what
there
to say
is,
on the other side of the phone.
Yeah, what if you go on your own and they give you bad glasses? You can't drive home. You got to have somebody else to get you back.
You've got to wear a mask. I'm not that fucking ugly, love.
Apparently City won, Aidan.
Not good. It doesn't matter though. Liverpool are only going to win 2 games, and it's ours.
Footy back on, is it now? Yeah.
Put him.
Is the footy back on now? Is it?
Yeah, it's back on. Yeah, tonight with first game. Liverpool play Everton on Sunday.
I
Do you know
was
what
back on
I was as a kid? From a kid, 1990 was the last time I watched them win it, and obviously I was a kid. And as a man, I've never seen them win the league. So it was supposed to be a right piss up this year, and then COVID come.
Mate,
Absolutely gutted.
Well, to be fair, it was a bit like Leeds United, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? Leeds United round here, if they go up, it was just going to be a fucking riot in Leeds. And we were all rugby lads were going out because a lot of Leeds
we're not allowed to go down to Liverpool.
You know what I mean?
I'd have been there. I'd have had a night. I've got a couple of mates down. Well, I'd have been in Bobo's shop, like, but I've got a couple of mates down there, and we're going to have like a full night. You can't do it.
Yeah. So, right, we did get one from Modern Pods. A question: any recommendation for concentrates and ratios for sour apple? I haven't tried a sour apple, but I know you can get sour concentrate. I know Rainbow Vapes do with sour one, don't they? They do their own concentrate. Have you tried any sour ones, Graham?
Well, apples.
Yes.
I was just doing a search then on the thing. Then I forgot what I was doing.
Trapple.
Sour watermelon.
I've got sour watermelon.
Whippers went up, Graham.
Yeah.
You can't like watermelons though, do you, Graham?
He loves a watermelon.
Sour ball candy.
That'd be nice.
If you use 0.75%, you get a crisp. You get a kind of a crunchy coating on the.
For God's sake! Have you seen what's all left? Capella blueberry, bubblegum caramel V2, cinnamon Danish swirl, juicy lemon, colada, pineapple. That's all they've got left now because everybody's been on a fucking bottom. Bastards.
Right, next time we find a bargain, let's just get it first.
Yeah. Next time I'll tell everybody after the show.
All right, we're going to put the show on hold.
Yeah, we're back in a minute.
I think one of the best apples I ever had was a red apple. It was from a company from Israel, and I can't. It's on my channel, and it was when I first started reviewing. They got in touch with me and said, "Will you review our juices?" Sent me, I think they're about 200ml bottles or something like that.
They are.
And it was absolutely gorgeous, and it sort of, when you've had a red apple, you get that sweetness to it, and then you also get like that fairy mouth.
Yeah,
do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the skin. But it was so gorgeous. It was kosher.
The furry mouth is probably pear.
What was that?
The furry mouth is probably pear, FA pear. You can do that with that.
I do think
I've just ordered apple pop from Flavora, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing what that's like. It's supposed to be like the apple inside of a toffee apple.
It's absolutely amazing how they come up with these mixtures. They get these tastes. Well, do you know, same as when we did the that beans for the Harry Potter, we did them. They actually got rotten egg.
Oh yeah.
It tastes like rotten egg.
Yeah.
It started off like condensed milk, that taste of and then bang it.
Yeah. Aidan, do you know you've just done botanicals from Oh Boy? Do you think it's right easy to work out, to get a start of what people are putting in the mixture, because there's you do that, there's that orange blossom one.
That's that Valencia orange.
Yeah, there's only one company does orange blossom.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was it orange blossom? It was Valencia orange.
Yeah, there's another one that you've got. I'm sure it's got orange blossom. There's one that you were saying that had blossom.
Blossom. I can't remember.
But there's only one company that does a flavour concentrate, orange blossom. So you sort of know what they're putting in. Do you know what I mean? They've given it away. You've just got to find.
And normally, if they've got one concentrate, they tend to go for the same companies to reduce the wholesale prices.
Blazon's wanting to know what you Jack Daniels was, Benny.
Mullenberry.
Mullenberry, that one. That JD one, I've just showed it off, yeah.
Well, that was the thing with the Heisenberg, because what I did is I typed in the history of Heisenberg, found that it was made for this festival, got the date of the festival, stuck the date on TPA's Wayback Machine to see what flavors they had there and then. And then I found out that the aniseed in it couldn't be aniseed because they didn't have aniseed.
Right.
They weren't selling it at the time. So I immediately thought, well, it's got to be the absinthe. And as soon as I tasted it, I went, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have got to say, I did put it in chat about 2 weeks ago about how fantastic the show is. You know, for people out there who are on a budget, because vaping, we all know vaping can be very, very expensive if you want to, you know, your 50 mils are really expensive. You're doing people a really good service here, and the show's funny and it is really informative. And I just want to say a big shout out to all of you that are doing this show. It is a really good show, and it's been missed for probably quite a number of years. There is other shows out there, but this show is down to earth and it's straight. And I just want to say well done for this show, and it should be bigger than, should be more numbers for it. So we're going to push it a bit more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we are the only UK. What is it now? The UK mixing show. Carp's gone now, hasn't
he? Yeah. He's in a van.
Gone in his van.
Van in a van.
I wish him well with that. He's a lovely bloke, Carp. I've known him for a long, long time. And he's an all right bloke. But yeah, I think the show's absolutely fantastic. And I think you're going to get more and more numbers because people are going to want to know to mix their own stuff. And like you said, you've just gone there and got concentrates for like 10 pence.
Well, I think that's never fuckers nicked them.
You say you've got like a lemonade, you've got that for 10 pence, a bit of VG and a bit of Nick. And off.
Like last week, I bought 19 concentrates, loads of them with a lot of stuff for 34p. I think I paid 15 quid. Do you know what I mean? That's the price of a bottle of like premium juice in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And how much would you get out of that? You know, once you obviously mix everything together, how many litres would you get out of it?
Gallons.
Yeah.
Shit.
That 10 mil, you might only use of that cola. You might only use 3% of that. Which, do you know what I mean? It might be, you might only use like 2 mil. It's a 10 mil bottle.
Yeah. So Shay, if you're making an 100 ml bottle and you wanted to use 7% of this peanut butter, you'd use 7 milliliters in that. So that would go down quite fast. Do you know what I mean? But to use 7%, you're not really going to be using 7% all that often. Do you know what I mean? But especially when you're actually tasting them, it's in 10 ml bottles. So that 7% is, instead of it being 7 milliliters, it's 0.7 milliliters. Do you know what I mean? So to actually get your flavors to know what you like, it doesn't cost a lot at all. But then to actually make it, obviously it's a little bit more expensive, but you can do 10 litres and it'll cost you like, what, 7 or 8 quid.
Well, I've got one priced here for 100 milligrams, which is toffee crisp, which is a toffee crisp. It tastes like toffee crisp. 3 flavours, and it costs £1.25 for 100 millilitres.
There you go.
So if you work it out there, do you know if this is what the search for the spearmint were? So if you can sort of get your all-day vape and you're only spending pence on that, you can then go to your local vape shop like Bobo and get your 50 ml short fills of maybe something that you want as a treat.
Well, that's why I picked up the Lemon Lush, and I've picked up a couple of other things over time, which are like I finally just for like, I want a treat. I want somebody else to cook for me.
Alan, welcome.
Yeah, that's right.
He was just saying Liquid Ban. You've had that experience with Liquid Ban, haven't you, Bill? Because he's saying that he bought some from and he found it muted. Some of their flavors muted. Well, you said the same thing, didn't you, mate?
Yeah. Well, some of the Liquid Barn flavors to me, it's I don't know. They seem extremely like I have their apple, and it is like a very strong chemical apple kind of, and their orange was a similar thing. It's like they got that flavor in there, but it screams and you can't cut it back. You can't get the other taste out of it. And their strawberry is similar. You know, if you use their strawberry as like a booster on a good strawberry and just put it in at like a 0.5% or something, it's okay. But most of their flavors just won't stand alone from what my experience, at least, and in my mind now.
Vape says, what with cucumber? Yeah, it's had wetness to it, is cucumber. Like Jay Jelly said, it gives it a bit more.
Yeah.
Juiciness.
Yeah, juiciness.
Juicy.
As you put it, yeah.
Yes.
And then they're all taking Mickey now because Gareth got tons of Vic Bean, Super Sweet, RY4, Bavarian Cream, Vanilla Custard, Cap, all at 10p. And Stuart said he's got plenty coming on at 10p.
Hey, I tell you, if the 10 pence, I'm on the way.
Benny is getting.
I'm Yorkshire.
It's all right, mate. They're only in Wakefield. They could have gone on the door and knocked on the door.
You need to have a word with them and tell them about the show and that you want to be putting their links in, not anybody else.
Yeah, well, we're trying with Rainbow Vape. We've got Graham on Rainbow Vape, and I might have a word with LFC, like, see if they want to, which one ever comes through and sees if they'll give us a discount code or out like that.
Yeah.
I think you should maybe try and get him on the show. Try and talk to Darkstar and get one of the representatives on here. And
Yeah. I did want to talk with Vapable, but they seem to just don't want to know anybody now.
I'll tell you what I wanted to talk to you while I'm on the show. This company, it came from an expo years ago. I actually give a lot of it away. It was called Myrrh.
Myrrh.
Yeah.
Are they really bad?
Don't know. Bobo might know because he got sent frankincense and myrrh to his birthday party.
Yeah.
Just wanted a bit of gold. He's cracked it.
Does anybody know anything about these? They gave him an expo, and I'm like, okay. And then I read it, and it says that it's a concentrate, and I was like, well,
Never
they do concentrates at the time. Did anybody know about it?
Never heard of it.
What flavors
No,
is
never heard of them,
supposed to
mate.
be?
No.
The
Have
flavour
you not tried it, then?
is mouth-watering red berries, a bit of aniseed, and balsamic. It does say balsamic mint. Punch is what difference and defines the secret star.
It's not the car polish then, Gareth.
yeah.
So they gave me all these. I thought, they were just juices to review because I went past there and they went, well, do you fancy reviewing them? They give me them, and this is actually a concentrate. So I went on the internet and I looked for it, and there were no instructions, no nothing. There's nothing else in the box. This was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Put it in ELRs if it comes up. Myrrh.
With that many different flavours in it, that'll more than likely be like a bottle shot.
What it's saying is,
mix it
on
down
the
20%.
actual back of it, it says concentrated aroma. Shake and dilute before use. Keep in a cool, dry place. So I'm thinking, well, how much do you dilute?
Yeah, it sounds like it's a bottle shot if you've got to dilute it, doesn't it?
50 mil of it.
With a 50, 60
Yeah.
milliliter bottle, that'll make you like 500 milliliters of juice.
Yeah, get you a pint of vodka and then dilute it.
Yeah, it
with
might be
that
for
vodka.
drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, do it straight.
yeah.
Tell me better.
Rev,
Just
welcome.
tips on your
Nomad,
knuckle.
Rev, welcome. Yeah, we are just about to wrap it up.
Nomad.
Getting up to that time.
Yeah.
We're a little bit
we're at
over.
that
And yeah,
time.
but
Rev.
not, Puds, I've not been into I've tried. I went on to link in and give them a try, to where you can click on them, and they never accepted me. So I just thought, fair enough. Don't want to talk to me. And it's Ashley Batty I've got to talk to, so I might have a word with them. So no footfall in the shop. So we'll see.
See you later, Craig.
Right, are we going to call it a day then, boys? It's been
Yeah.
lovely. Thank you very much for coming
Yeah,
on.
cracking.
I'll go around and say us goodbye. So we'll go to Bill first.
I knew you were going to do that. Bye. No, it's sorry about the show today, but it actually ended up being really good because we had a lot of interaction between chat and us, and that seems to make a really good show. I enjoy because I learn. At the same time, you get ideas and things come around. So I appreciate everybody in chat, and I'll throw it down to Mick.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me on. I'm not much of a mixer. I'm the apprentice, as they probably call you, but I do enjoy the show. It's fantastic, and the interaction through the chat is really strong all the time. And obviously some really good mixers in there as well, because they know their shit, don't they?
Yeah, that's what it's for.
So, yeah, I do like to pop in every now and again and see how you all are. And it's been fantastic. Thanks very much. And so I'll get Graham to say goodbye then.
Okay. Thanks to chat. Everybody who put the recipes in. Hey Jerry, I've put your link in for your recipes. He does a lot of shake and bakes. Shape and bake? Shape and
bake.
Those. Thanks to Mick and Little Bro, although they thought they heard the word alcohol, didn't they?
Yeah, we thought you were serving drinks.
Graham, you're a man after my own heart.
What's that? Pass that on to me. Yes, thank you very much for coming in. It's been absolutely brilliant. But there's 34 of you in chat right now. There's only 23 thumbs up. So get the thumbs up if you haven't done it. Thank you. But yeah, it's been brilliant. It's always a brilliant little show. Thank you very much, Mick and Ada, for coming on. It's been a pleasure to have a little catch up with you. And as to touch on what Bill said as well, I do think we should do a show like this every now and then, every couple of weeks, where we don't actually have an agenda, because it's flowed a lot more, and the topic of conversations being a lot of different things rather than the one. So I do feel like I've learned a lot from today, more so than the other previous shows that we've done. But yeah, thank you very much for coming in, because it's you guys in chat that make it boss. Do you know what I mean? Gonna pass it on to Little Bro, Mr. Aiden Crew.
Thank you very much, brother. I just want to say thank you so much for spending the time to just go through that for my dad. Obviously, my mum passed away and he stopped smoking, and I've sat down there and I went things a little bit cheaper for him. He's quite happy going through and spending the money, but I'm like, do you know what, Dad? I want to make this right for you. I did look at the calculators and I did get a little bit confused, but you lot have put me straight. Thank you so much, Bobo and Graham as well, and the people in chat for putting recipes across to me. It means I can mix little bits up, and it's quite fun as well, isn't it? Because you look, Dad, I've done this for you. You know, it's good. 81 years old, my dad is. So yeah, it's brilliant. This show is going to go from strength to strength. It's been missing out of the sort of network that we've had. The mixing show. Vaping doesn't have to be expensive, and when you've got a set of lads like this who are happy to speak to you and show you how step by step to do it, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, lads, for having me on. You're a bunch of stars, and I'll be looking forward to next week.
Thank you, Adam. Right, so we'll wrap it up then. Thank you very much to everybody in chat. Like I say, it has been a good show. We will do this. We're probably going to do interstate from what we're going to do the week after, because this just informs you now what we're going to be going on to. So it gives you time to look at the concentrates. It gives us time to get some concentrates in as well, without having to, like, it's come through today. We'd have done the show and we hadn't even played around with them, tested them and everything. So yeah, I'll look at getting my camera set up for a down low, so you can see what we're doing when we do start mixing. But that'll be in for you. I've got to move stuff around first before I can do that. So, like I say, thank you very much, Mick. You're always welcome to come on. Aidan, you're always welcome to come on, mate. I've told you this before. Whenever you want to come on, just pop in. You've got my link. Just jump in. It's not a problem. Thank you very much for chat, keeping us going, keeping Seth from telling me it was 10p and then going and nicking all the bloody things. Really disappointing me as that one.
That was class, that was.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah, check them out. We've given you places to check out for different, recipes to go look at with Jay Jarry's. We've given you places to go for different concentrates. Check them all out. Go look at the Monkey on Juice Facebook group, which is where you find Bobo and Graham, and also I think Bill's in there as well. You will find us next week on here on Wednesday night. You'll also find Aidan on a Wednesday, on a Sunday, it's nearly as bad as flipping CJ. What? Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Also, you'll find Mick on and Bill on their show, on the Late Night Vape Show, which is whenever they do it, usually on a Friday and a Sunday, but whenever they decide to do a live, to be honest with you.
We've got Vic on this week.
Go subscribe to them and make sure you are right. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Don't forget tomorrow, the UK Vape Show. I'm on that.
Yeah,
that's what I just said. You're on tomorrow, UK Vape Show.
Yeah, perk your ears up. Yeah.
So go to say UK Vape Show tomorrow, and it'll be on. Have you Flat Cat back tomorrow?
Yeah.
He was on tonight.
Yeah, I saw that he was on tonight. Yeah, in his new back cave.
In his bunker.
He's only just done that up and he's moved out. What's that all about?
Their last one to move because they ain't got enough room.
His wife needs a new house, so she's a lovely wife as well.
Yeah. So thank you very much, guys.
Catch you all in a bit.
Yeah. All right. Catch you later, boys. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Nice to see you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oven gloves.
Wait a minute, I'm pressing the wrong button.